Hey guys, I'm back out in the Laurel Meadows neighborhood today, and I did the house across the street over here, if you guys remember that. And back at the beginning of September, I did this house. So this house started out green and it had white soffit and fascia. So I sprayed all the soffit and fascia with a bronze, and we did all the doors high tea. So this house was finished up except for the windows, because they wanted to change the windows over from white to bronze to match the soffit and fascia. The window frames were white, so I sprayed them yesterday, and then right before I left it started to rain. It looks like they held up all right, so I'm around. I didn't get a chance to get this one done yesterday because, like I say, it started to rain. So this is what it looks like when have it masked. And basically I bought the masking. You can buy a liquid masker, and you could spray it on the windows without having to mask the windows and cover them. But I didn't have it yesterday when I did these. And then up front, these two windows are French windows, so they decided to keep the garage doors the same color as the wall, so it's all consistent here, and then the white for the trim. But these French windows up front, this one and this one, I bought the liquid masker because I thought it would be so much easier, because with the liquid masking you can spray it on the window, you don't have to mask it, and then you just score it and peel it off the window later. But when I got here, I started looking at these windows and there's like a film on them. So I don't know if it's almost like a tinting, so I don't know if somebody did it on it. Usually I think it's on the inside of the window when you tint it, but this has some kind of film. So you can see here. See that? So I'm not going to spray that liquid masking stuff on top of that, and then I'll have a hard time getting it off. So what I'm going to do is, instead of using the liquid masker, I'm just masking with the tape, and I'm just going just slightly off of the metal and onto the window. That way when I spray this window frame, the whole thing will get covered with the brown, because if not, you're gonna see a sliver of white there and it's not gonna look good at all. You'll have a that will be fun. So I did spray the rollers just to kind of hide them and make them go away, because those were white as well. And then they've got the glass block windows. I love that glass block look. It reminds me of like the 90s, but I just love it though. I think it looks good, especially on like the little windows like that, like this here. It looks pretty cool. I like that. So basically, I'm getting ready to clean the window frames on those two that I already have prepped, and then I still got to do this. This one's going to be pretty easy. It shouldn't be too hard at all. And then I just have the aquarium window back here. See, they already had the pool cage when they had, after the hurricane, when they had it re-screened, they had the pool cage already resprayed. The pool cage guys did it, and they switched it all over from white to bronze. It's called Mannix Bronze. So all I did was just match what they had and then transfer it over onto the soffit, fascia, and the hurricane shutters. So I sprayed all the hurricane shutters as well. So now we're just going to match the window frame to the soffit and the hurricane shutters. I got this big shutter here. These accordion shutters, they can be a little bit difficult because they're moving pieces, it moves in and out, and every time it turns, it's gonna scratch just a little bit. But it was white before, so this looks way better now, way better. And you know, when you're standing back, anybody, you know, it's not gonna be such an eyesore with a big white accordion door there. So it is worth it. So this is the aquarium window. I'm gonna do this too. So I'm gonna mask here where this rubber is. I'm not gonna spray the rubber. I'm gonna mask it right here and cover all this and just spray from here over. So this one won't be bad either. That's all I got to do. And this house is all done. They just added that extra stuff on for finishing touches because it really finishes it out and makes it look really nice. And they did have a couple things done on the house. There's a few touch-ups that I'll have to do. Once I get done with these windows, I'll go around and I'll do a little bit of touch-up. Like, they still haven't put their lights on, but after I got done painting, they had a new gas line put in. So this right here, we'll have to touch this up. Probably put a little sealer on it and hit it with some wall paint. A little touch up here where this didn't get all the way behind right there. So, yep. Basically done. It's just the last few little things, but I just wanted to do a little update out here in this neighborhood because I'm back out in Laurel Meadows. I don't know if I'll be back out here again, but I'm gonna add this video in and do an update for the area because actually last time I was out here, when I was out here painting this house, the news pulled up and the news did an interview and everything because basically they're just doing like an update because it just hit the 1 year mark, and they talked to a few different people in the neighborhood to see like how the progress is going and if everybody's like back in their houses and stuff. So I have some clips from that. I'll add that into the video. And yeah, so everything's really good. Like usual, just when you think it can't get better, it just keeps getting better and better and better. Loving life, guys, loving life. So like, if this is the worst thing I have to do today, I mean, like, come on, this is nothing. This is like, tape and paper. Oh, so I'm just having like a really nice, easy day, easy and breezy because it's been so windy. It's been so windy the past few days. But see, the one of the issues I've got on this window is this plastic. You can see it's damaged here, and you can actually see where that film is. So I think what'll happen here is, see how like flimsy this is, and it's like falling apart. Well, what's gonna happen is I have it masked like it's there, so when I spray it, it'll spray right here, and then, you know, if you come up and you look at it, you'll see it. But for curb appeal, and you know, when I get finished with it, when you see it from, you know, 5 or 6 feet back, you probably won't even notice that it's broken because it'll be bronze all the way. So what I'm gonna do now that I have it masked off to protect the windows, I'm gonna like get my little brush, like hand broom brush, and I'm gonna brush this out and get all this cobwebs and all this out of here, all this leaves and stuff that fell out of the trees. Clean this all up really good, wipe it down with denatured alcohol really good, scrape anything off. There's some tape from when I covered the windows from when I sprayed the hurricane shutters, so I've got to scratch that, you know, I got to scrape that up, clean all the metal really good. I'm gonna try to stay off of this because this isn't really holding up very good, but clean it up the best that I can, and then I'll break out the sprayer. Hey guys, so I'm back out here. This is day 2, so already Yeah, they said they had a big gator out here in the pond. They said they had pulled out a 14-foot gator out of here last year or whatever. Ooh, I thought that was a gator right there. It's like a fishing net or something. She said there's like an 8-foot out here right now. I haven't seen him, but I did see an eagle. I know they have a bald eagle out here, but I saw a brown eagle fly over yesterday. So this is the one in the back I prepped the other day. This is ready to go. I'm surprised it's barely sticking. I just gotta push it back down and get my ladder over here, and I didn't feel like dragging my sprayer all the way around just for one window yesterday, because I knew I had to bring it back here today, so let's do it today. So this is the aquarium window. And basically I just used a big piece of plastic on this, and I just masked it like just over onto the rubber. That way when I pull this off, all the white will be covered with the bronze. So I'm actually getting ready to spray this one. Did the one on the other side. This one, I just hit another coat on this. I just like barely missed it on the first one, and then the second one I hit it a little harder. It's just tough getting it into like this area here where the window slides in the track there. The sprayer doesn't like to get in there too good, so you gotta be conscious of that. And I just have this, of course the pool's going and making noise, but this is the other window, the small window. I just unmasked this, took it off. It's gonna need a little touch up because the paper hit the window a little bit, the frame. So I'm gonna let it dry up today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna come back and finalize everything. So I'm just getting ready to spray this aquarium window right now. That'll be the first coat. Barely even on there. Basically what I want. Just want barely missed it on there. Just want to give the top coat, the final coat, will grab onto that really good. Give it a little extra to grab onto, because I went around and wiped everything down with denatured alcohol and scraped them down with my 5-in-1, so they got a good surface for the paint to stick to. I need to tear this one down before it starts to dry up. But this bottom part, I wanted to hit it one more time, but it was not really drying up good. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you can see here where it's real light. See how inside the frame, the track, it's real light right there? Like it's missed. It missed a spot. So it's difficult to get in there. I'm gonna hit that one more time. Trying to kind of mist it, one last mist on top so the paint will be a little slicker, look a little slicker. That's what I like about the DTM. It dries up nice and slick. It doesn't look like real thick and globby like the latex paint. You could do this with latex on the soffits and stuff. Guys spray latex on them, but it's like a heavy, thick look. It's not like a thin, sleek metal look. It does make a difference, so that's why I always use DTM. But all right, I gotta peel this off. Let's see, is it dry enough to, oh yeah. Okay. Hit this with a final coat. Gotta get a new strainer for that. All right. Homeowner comes out and he's like, "You're always so happy." Right behind the door.
Thank you, man. Oh, everybody loves the color of the house.
Yeah, good. You picked the color, so.
Just letting you know, I really love it.
Awesome.
I do.
I love it too.
They stop my husband and say, "Oh," and the door.
Oh yeah, there was a lady that was asking what color this was. I was like, I don't know if I should give it to her or not.
No, lady, you don't get to have it in the same name.
Yeah, right?
I was at the store picking out the last color, the elephant, color, you know?
Yeah, the one that was on here before?
Yeah, well, with the other roof, it was stunning. With that roof, it was not very pretty. And the lady saw my color, she's like, "Oh, I'm going to do that." But she says, "You don't have to worry," because she was like way across town.
Yeah.
I was like, "Fine." But yeah, no, I worked hard not to have any other color.
Right.
In the neighborhood.
I think she said she was on the other side of this house. It was that lady.
No, you can't have that color. Or I could have, used several other colors.
Yeah, because then everything looks the same.
But thank you.
Right. Thank you for the compliment, but no.
Yeah, and they got nice. They did.
Ta-da! Ta-da! Alrighty. There's gonna be some minimal touch-up. like I got paint up there. Shoot. 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 Just a little bit of overspray up here. I better don't get it now. Where it really gets dried on there. There. That's better. This piece of tape. One little window left for today. Alright, now I gotta get this one down without frigging it up. Nothing worse than doing all that and then ruining it at the end. Oh yeah, this definitely is gonna be good. Just barely even stay off of that rubber seal. There's a rubber seal here, that black seal. You can see where it actually is missing a little bit because when they put this window together, they got silicone all over the window. You can see it up here. See how it's not covering? Silicone. Paint doesn't stick to silicone, and so they're supposed to actually use paintable silicone, but they oftentimes don't do it, like in kitchens and bathrooms or around windows, and then the painter tries to paint and you can't paint it. They're not clean with it because it's clear. So they get it all over. It's not just a little bit on, it's all over. I had to scrape big chunks of it off of that other window on the side. They just had globs of silicone stuck to the window frame. Good for today. I mean, it's on there. I got a bunch of overspray on this wall. It's okay because tomorrow I'm doing a bunch of touch-up. You can see right here, a bunch of overspray right there. It's alright though. Tomorrow I'm coming back and I'm gonna just do little bits of touch-up here and there. There's like a hole under here. I just noticed it today. I gotta caulk that and touch that up. Do the last little final touches and this house will be all the way done. Then they'll probably have to have people come and clean the windows. Well, that's it for today for that. Clean it up tomorrow. You can almost see where the gator's been crawling around, where the grass is all smushed down. Like this big spot right here. See how it's all smashed down and something big's been laying on that. Maybe an 8-foot gator, perhaps. Maybe, probably. All right, last window. That'd be funny if he was just lounging right there on the bank, decided to come up. Wouldn't be the first time. Alright. Last one here. Get some slack. Get enough slack. Right. Here we go. I already dusted it out again because it's been sitting for a couple days. I'm gonna try to get up under here first. See a real light. Let's do that for now. That's it for a minute. You can almost see where it's starting to bead up again. All this right here is beading. We call this fisheye effect, and it's when there's either oil or silicone or something that the paint won't stick to. It's sticking to it. I don't want to say that. It's just that it's going to need another coat. Probably a coat. I might have to hit it like a second or third time right there. Just in that spot. Like I say, I wiped it all down with denatured alcohol, and I scuffed it up, scratched it up, you know, so it's good to go. This product is really good product anyway. I did a set of window frames like this out in Bird Key, and that was like 3 years ago now, and it's fine. I haven't had, there's not one scratch or anything on it. The hard part about doing the windows, I would say, is so you're doing the windows, and now the windows are going to be changed over, but then you have to remember you still have the screens, and you can't put a white screen back in with a bronze window. So basically what I have to do is I'm going to have to paint the screen. But so basically what ends up happening when you do that is, because it's already a tight fit, right? So when you're trying to get the screen out, it's already a tight fit, and you have to like really pull on it to get it to come out. And so if you start with a tight fit and then you put layers of paint on this and layers of paint on that, now you have even tighter fit. So what can happen is when you're trying to put the screens back in, you can scratch it a little bit. You might cause a little damage, but so what I usually do is I'll put the screen in, and if anything scratches, I'll touch it up, and then I just let the homeowner know, you know, the situation, and I just tell them, if you guys ever pull these screens out again, you'll just have to, when you put them back in, or it could scratch when you're taking it out too. You just have to do a little touch up later, but they don't really plan on, most people, once the screens go in, they don't really come out. Maybe if you're having like window cleaners come or something, they might have to take the screen out to clean the window, but other than that, I don't think they're gonna, this right here, he said this screen cage is gonna be extended out to this door right here. So I don't even think that they're planning on putting this screen back on, because it's going to have a big screen cage. So a couple of them he's not going to put back on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach a little piece of tape right here, and I'll write on the tape like what window screen, you know, what position on the house the window screen goes. That way when he puts them all in a pile and stores them in the shed, when he pulls them back out, he won't have a puzzle to figure out. He'll just be able to look at the little tab and he'll know exactly what screen goes on what window. It might seem like unnecessary, and it might seem like pretty self-explanatory, but then you run into windows that are the same sizes and things like that, and it's just easier. Trust me, it's just easier later. You don't want... As a painter, I'm a painter, so painters label everything. We label everything for later. It's just what we do. Because we know. Try to save ourselves a little hassle. Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and spray the last coat on this. It's looking a little cloudy. I already sprayed those hurricane shutter brackets, but I'm just hitting them one more time just to give them a good final, especially because up underneath these screws where the wing nuts go on, you can see it misses a little bit. So that's it. Gotta let this dry up, but I gotta pull this masking off before it dries. What I'll end up doing is, when I come back tomorrow, I'll let it dry up good, and then I'll check everything over tomorrow, and if there's any spots that are still like doing the fisheye effect, I'll probably run like a light sandpaper or wipe it down one more time, and then just touch those couple spots up, because it's only a little bit on that one window and a little bit on this window. Okay, now voila. now I can say voila. The bulk is done, so down to the little touch-ups, and that's it. This is the liquid masker that I bought. You spray it on the windows. You don't have to mask the windows. And I haven't used it yet, and I really want to try it out, but unfortunately I won't be able to probably do it on this job. This stuff is very expensive. It's like $90 a gallon. That gallon right there was $90.